Hello, hello, hello. I hope you guys can hear me. For some reason, the music for my entry video cut out. Hello, I've not seen you in here in a while, Spirit Hunter. How are you today, hon? Laura, hello, sweetheart. Ramona, cool gamer, good morning or good afternoon or whatever it might be where you're at. Hello, Butterfly. Grossy, hello. Not seen you in a while, guys. We're going to give it a few minutes, let everybody get in here, and then we're going to start talking, okay? And we're going to discuss this because as Discovering and I have been sitting here talking, we have figured out. Hold on one second, guys. I'm so sorry. This phone call. Hello? It wasn't the phone call I thought it was. It wasn't important, guys. Sorry about that. Not that you guys aren't important. It's just there's appointments, that you have to keep. Um, Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, we were discussing that red truck, and because she's been doing some, scouring around, digging it up and stuff, and trying to figure. And that never was actually verified that it was a Toyota Tacoma. They said that the guy says it looked like a Toyota Tacoma. So have we actually been even looking for the right truck? I mean, think about it. I've got the I've got the TBI thing here in what it says. It says right here, hang on. It says, why did you release information about a Toyota truck? It says an individual who travels through the area regularly as part of his job stated that he recalls possibly seeing a 1998 to a 2000 maroon or red Toyota Tacoma with a full bed, ladder rack, and white buckets in the truck bed. The individual stated that the truck might have been parked in the area of Beach Creek Road and Ben Hill Road in the late afternoon to early evening on either Monday, June 14th or Tuesday, June 15th. The vehicle was not captured on surveillance cameras. In an effort to cover all bases and identify the driver, the TBI, in agreement with Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and the FBI, released the vehicle description. Our hope was that the individual might have information that could help the investigation. The driver has not come forward, nor have the hundreds of vehicles reported to us as matching the description panned out. Now, the plain and simple fact is, guys, sorry about that. First of all, we know that part of the surveillance that they got from the area was from the Chambers home, Blue Roof Dawn, that's right there on the corner of Beach Creek and Ben Hill Road, right? I mean, as far as we know, he's the only house that's in that area, and they did have a surveillance camera on their front porch. That's how they knew that Candace had left and came back twice. Well, it plainly states on there that the red truck, was supposedly parked in the area of Beach Creek and Ben Hill. So it would have been right down there on the corner, somewhere within sight of Blue Roof Dawn's house or the Chambers home, which we know had a camera. So tell me, if that red truck was parked down there, how did Chambers not capture it on their surveillance camera? I wish we could figure out who this delivery driver was and who they worked for. Well, I believe it was FedEx is who they finally said that he worked for them. Do you know who the guy is that says he saw the truck? Well, like I said, we know it's either a FedEx driver or a UPS driver. I do know that when I did a video on that along last year sometime, that the partner, like I said, I don't know if I was on live yesterday or not, but the partner of that person, whether it be his wife or his husband or whatever, commented in my comment section, and I can't find it. I don't know if it's because they deleted the comment or what, but they had told me that the driver of the delivery truck was not involved in any kind of way with Summer's disappearance, that they had a GPS tracker on the truck that they drove, and that it was on Beach Creek Road that the red truck was seen, not on Ben Hill. But I mean, if they're saying it's likely that it was a Toyota Tacoma, they don't even know for a fact that it was a Toyota Tacoma. Looks like and is two different things. It could just be a red truck. Exactly. Thank you, Spirit Hunter, for renewing your membership, sweetheart. Thank you so very much. It is very much appreciated. Hello, Selena. But I agree. It could be, and it is, are two different two different statements. One is a fact and one is a maybe. It looked like the shape of, but as Don B says so many times in his videos, we're not, car enthusiasts. We're not truck enthusiasts. How many people do you know that can actually just look at a vehicle as you're driving by it? I mean, there's no reason for you to actually pay attention to this vehicle. It's just parked there and you're driving by it, and you're going to know exactly what kind and what year, or within a few years, what years that make and model is. There's not a lot of people out there that's going to be able to make that distinction. So are we really supposedly looking for a Toyota Tacoma, or are we just looking for a red truck that's rounded on the corners and, has ladder rack in the back and white buckets? I mean, we all know that the cops will say, well, give us your best guess of what it was. And maybe that was their best guess. I've heard that Solomon Temple has surveillance cameras, and I'm curious if anything was caught on camera, Summer or this mystery truck. No, the mystery truck was not caught on camera. It plainly states that it was not. Nowhere. And that seems awfully strange. Don't you think? I hope and pray arrests are coming. Well, I do too, hon. But I mean, what do you guys think about that? The possibility that it's not even a Toyota Tacoma. And I think it's strange that the sheriff's department is keeping it hush hush about the delivery driver and the person that's seen the red truck. Why haven't they been, come forward and said anything more than what Ronnie Lawson said they've said? Hi, Kathy. Marlena. Hi, Dumpling. How are you this morning, sweetheart? You think that's a big possibility? Would you like to come up, Dumpling? I can drop a link, babe. If it's not caught on camera, how do we know it even exists? Maybe it was another distraction. Leslie is pretty good at answering questions on Twitter. Maybe we should ask her. Well, I don't have Twitter and I can't get on Twitter. I tried getting it like back in 2010 or something, and something went wrong and now I can't. It won't let me try to re-register. It won't let me delete the account that I tried to register. So I don't do I don't do Twitter, so it would have to be somebody else. You would think one camera around the place would have picked something up. You would think. Okay, sweetheart, that's fine. I was just offering, hon. Anybody else, you're more than welcome to come up if you want to. Spirit Hunter, welcome to, Spirit Hunter. Thank you again for becoming a member again, sweetheart. Just like Donald Trump. I missed that, I guess. I also think 3 red truck was exaggerated. Oh, the red truck was exaggerated for an Amber Alert to be possible. No, sweetheart, because the red truck was not reported until 10 days after the Amber Alert was put out there. The red truck did not even become a possibility until 10 days after the Amber Alert. The lady that lives on the corner has cameras, so the truck should be on video, you would think. Yeah, that's the Chambers household, honey. And you would think that they would be, yes. Oh, the Twitter thing. Okay, Twitter thing. Gotcha. I would like to know who the delivery driver is because apparently RL believes him considering it wasn't on camera. Right. Ronnie Lawson says, oh, it's somebody that we have complete trust and faith in. So they take his word for it. I mean, what is it? One of Ronnie's own kids that is driving this truck that he has complete faith in? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe we shouldn't say that considering his other child, you know. I don't know how much trust I would put in young adults in that area. So Ronnie Lawson has to know and trust this delivery person to put the truck info out there, right? I am glad we have the corner ladies videotapes. So many red trucks. AB, JS, mother, TM, RL, young guy whose father, grandfather left it to him, forgotten his name, and the red truck that went into the ditch at the bottom of the Wells driveway. Don't forget Robin. Robin and her husband bought one from her dad or her grandfather or whoever it was. Remember, after she bought that, that's when she marked out the one on the poster. That's like taking DW's word that he won't drink again. Exactly. I think they made up the truck so the real suspects would relax, thinking they were on a different trail. Oh, did you say Robin, honey? Oh, you did say RL. Oh, RL. I thought you were talking about Ronnie Lawson. RL just automatically means Ronnie Lawson to me, sweetie. Sorry about that. Hello, Miss Alpaca Maid. I was about to say don't forget Robbins, but Nana beat me to it. Well, she didn't, evidently. We're just in the Ronnie Lawson giddy up and go today for some reason. Hello, Miss Christola. Also, Dawn had access to a red truck from work. Exactly. Now, listen, Discovering went through and pulled up all the possibilities as far as the vehicles that are registered under Tucker and his wife. And they don't have any red trucks listed under their business name or under their names. Isn't that interesting? Uh-oh. Okay, hang on a second, guys. I got to plug my phone in somewhere else. We're running off the hotspot, and it's trying to go dead on me. Okay, doke. Call me when you get offline. Okay. Tundra. Is the Tundra look like a Tacoma? Hello, Emily. DW had access to a red truck at work. Wow, never heard that before. Yeah. Trucker Drywall had or supposedly had a red truck that sometimes Dawn drove around. When the jobs that they worked for was way off and he didn't want to drive his own truck, he would use the red truck and go to the job sites, from what I understand. Candace, Dawn, my poor brain, right? Robin Lane told CM that she would have to be a special kind of stupid to buy a red truck. It is in the interview at the church with Chris, right? I know, I seen that. But they sure did, didn't they? Right. We don't know if it's true, honey. New, that sounds the low percent sound. What? I'm not understanding, babe. I almost feel like the church was doing one of their lost child drills and it went wrong. Cops called, so they may have her somewhere. Yeah, that when Discovering was checking, it says not any Toyotas, anyways. They got a Ford F-150 and a Tundra, I believe it was. I thought the truck was left to Robin after her father died. Okay, well, I knew it was something like that. I knew it came from, or I thought it came from her father or her family. But she says that she would be stupid to buy one. Richard Drywall. Richard's drywall. Richard Tucker's drywall has a Tundra. Nana, did you see Angel's video about the red truck that Mullen was putting out pics of a truck, but Ellie said to stop, that the pics were not accurate or something? I didn't see Angel's, but I have seen that information put out there, yes. Nana, could we hear your phone tell you it's going dead? We could hear your phone tell. Okay, thank you. Don could have used that red truck, left the Subaru at the job site, taking that to his alibi. He was at work when he was in that red truck and took Summer somewhere. I believe I've went over that theory before. Yeah, she inherited it, I believe, yeah. Did we ever find out who Dick Dollar was? I believe somebody did, but I can't off the top of my head remember who they said it was. But I remember that name, yes. Y'all have to forgive me. I've been sick for a little while and brain fog or something's going on here. Some setting on my phone is out of whack, so if I pop in and out, it's because my thumb is switching screens. Okay, that's fine, sweetheart. Hello, wee Scottish Ma. LOL, that's what I mean by low percentage sound. Oh, okay, yes. Okay, I got you. I wasn't understanding what you were meaning a while ago, babe. Thank you. You'll understand when I'm so mixed up when we talk. Okay. But no, I mean, we got to check it around and we're starting to wonder, first of all, I know when I did the video about the FedEx or UPS, whichever truck it was, the delivery truck, and I was talking about that, and then whoever the driver was, his partner got a hold of me and was saying, no, they didn't have nothing in this. The truck has GPS on it, blah, blah, blah. But we were wondering, me and Discovering this morning, we were discussing the Athena Strand. Was it Athena Strand, Athena Strain? You know, the FedEx guy that snagged her. But we were just wondering if there was a possibility that maybe the driver of that truck got her. Not saying it did, or he did, but just wondering if it's a possibility. Okay, hang on a second, Discovering. No, it wasn't a Tundra. Tucker has a Chevy Silverado and a Ford F-150. Okay. Hello, Passive. Slim chance, in my opinion, anyways. Oh, well, I missed the first part of that comment, so. Yes, please hit the like buttons, guys. Well, I mean, I'm not really, I'm just saying that my brain's just not working right. It's not like I've got really something wrong with me. It's just where I'm sick and not feeling good still. just trying, still working on getting over it. And the fact that my son is real bad sick with what I had. So, no, I think there's a chance that he's giving it back to me. Well, thank you, Pink Butterfly. Something's odd about Athena Strand. Do you know she had Viking symbolism on her casket, allegedly? No, I hadn't heard that. Lawson needs to come out with the truth about this truck. I don't care if he's a friend of the driver. For some reason, I'm having connectivity problems. So if I go out, give me a few minutes and I'll be right back in, okay? Um, but if you go look at the questions and answers of the TBI questions, it tells you right there that they believe that the parents did it. I mean, if you look at it the way I look at it, and if you read into it the way I read into it, why? Come on, they say that they check. They said somebody asked, "Did you check the flower beds?" And they're like, "Okay, there were no flower beds. There were only flower pots." And she was helping her mom and grandmother transplant the flowers, the succulents in those pots. Well, we know how big those flower pots are. There's no way that a little kid could hide in those pots with the dirt in them. But yet TBI says they checked those pots. Now, why would TBI be digging around in the dirt of a flower pot that size? Unless they thought something fishy was going on. I mean, think about it. All those questions, if you look at them the right way, it tells a story and it tells you what they think. It was like a week later, someone mentioned the truck. Who was it? I forgot. Ronnie Lawson, as far as I know, he said a delivery driver brought it up, but that was on the 26th of June. That was 10 days after the Amber Alert was put out. Thank you. Yes, welcome to Nana's Angels, guys. They literally said they've seen no evidence she was abducted. Right. You believe they were looking for ashes. That's what I'm saying. Either ashes or smaller parts, if you know what I mean. To look for evidence of a crime, a unaliving, etc. In my opinion, anyways, not saying Summer is, because none of us know for fact. Right, I agree. But that's what I'm saying. If they did not believe that one of the three adults that was on that property had something funny to do with that baby's disappearance, there's a lot of the things that they looked for that they wouldn't have bothered looking. If they truly like the fact that they say that the FBI is still involved with the search for Summer. Well, we know that local LE covers the county, TBI covers the state. Well, if FBI is still investigating, and they do say the FBI is still investigating this case, that means they believe she was taken across the state line somewhere. Well, who would have took her across the state lines if they agree 100% she was not abducted? Duh, right there tells you that they believe that the parents had something in on it. Christola, yeah, them saying that bugs me. They think kidnappers leave a cookie crumb trail. What evidence would they find? Well, I'm in agreement. I don't think there They didn't see any signs of a. Supposedly, Dawn's trying to say somebody went up through them woods. There would have been a broken limb. They would have been footprints. They would have been something. The dirt would have been disturbed going up and down that hill, something. Does anyone know who took that mattress of Summers? There could have been body fluids on that. Well, now they say, hang on, let me pull this up because I've got all these things right here. I hope y'all can see this. Here are all the questions. Y'all consider it a cold case? No. Is Amber Alert still going? Yes. When was Summer last seen? Her mother reports seeing her on the afternoon. And then it says, in order to preserve the integrity of the investigation, we will not provide information regarding the timeline. That makes it funny right there. Okay. Then it says, is this considered? Oh, well, I've already done that. All right. Have you searched the home and property around the residence? Yes, more than once, including the basement, crawl spaces, all vehicles, outbuildings, barrels, and other items located on the property. Additionally, the K9 team specializing in a variety of search methods have also been utilized. Now, the fact that they searched all the crawl spaces and all that would be normal because a small child that went outside to play or something could have gotten into a small area and there could have been a snake in there and bitten her, or she could have got too hot, suffocated, that kind of stuff. So I don't think too much about them looking in all the little places. Okay, it says, have you searched the phones and computers belonging to the Wells family? Yes, working alongside the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and the FBI. Numerous subpoenas and search warrants have been obtained, resulting in any available digital evidence being collected, searched, and documented, which means resulting in any available digital evidence, meaning there was digital evidence. It's been collected, it's been gone over, and they documented the evidence into record. That one word right there, they documented it. That says a lot to me. Have you analyzed cell phone data? Yes, cell phone data and cell tower data have been analyzed. Have you searched the flower beds? That's where they were talking about that. Said the flowers were planted in pots, and yes, the pots were examined. How many ground searches have you conducted? 3 large-scale searches have occurred. Dozens of other targeted searches have been conducted over the last year as a result of the investigators following up on leads. And of course, we don't have anything for this year because they don't plan on looking or doing anything for this year or having a press conference. Have you searched waterways? Yes. Have you conducted aerial searches? Yes. Will additional searches be done? Only if they get a tip in concerning Summer. Okay, here's where it says, have you collected or reviewed surveillance video? Yes, we've collected surveillance photos and videos from a variety of locations. Additionally, the entire area was canvassed in an effort to locate any residential cameras that weren't voluntarily reported. Please keep in mind that the Beech Creek area of Hawkins County is very rural with few businesses and no traffic cameras. So evidently there was a few people up there that didn't voluntarily hand over their cameras or the footage from the cameras. And also, we do have some that supposedly the footage disappeared. Have you questioned the parents? Yes, both have been questioned more than once. Now, if it was just one time, you take the parents in, you get their statements and stuff about what happened, when did she go missing, where was she at, blah, blah, blah. But if you're taking those parents in more than once to question them about what actually happened, then obviously they're thinking that the parents did something. Have you questioned others that were in the home at the time Summer went missing? Yes. Summer's brothers have been interviewed along with others who stayed in the home in the past few months before her disappearance, which would have included Grandis, Billy Dishner, Marlena Crawford, and Crystal Spencer. Have you questioned neighbors and searched their properties? Yes. Have you questioned registered sex offenders in the area? Yes. Is the FBI involved? Yes, they've been involved since the Amber Alert was issued. Additionally, in the first week, the FBI Child Abduction Rapid Deployment CARD team responded to the area. FBI agents continue to assist with the investigation. Is there evidence that Summer was abducted? None that we've developed at this stage. However, we continue to investigate all possibilities. And then we're back to the truck. So, in my opinion, like I said, if you read into it, it tells you that they believe the parents did something. I've always heard that the black box was only record info during impact, but that's not true. Okay, I'm jumping in the middle of a conversation. Hello, Momo. Tracy. Summer's mattress and Dawn's mattress should have been removed for testing. You can tell different types of bleeding, like brain fluid to leg blood, but not if they left them there and didn't burn them. Well, I believe Dawn and them hauled that one mattress off, and I don't know if they ever did any testing on it or not. We never got to see anything up there, guys. I think that bill concerning that little Ethan boy up there in Chicago, that bill that they were trying to get passed through where CPS and Sheriff's Department stuff have to be more transparent with stuff, especially when it comes to kids. I think that bill should have passed. Because I think when it comes to kids and stuff, there should not be a reason. I'm not saying that we need to have answers to every question. But I do not think that they should be allowed to hold everything in concerning the case, hide it from the public. I mean, that's just like that red truck. The Amber Alert is for us to help them look for certain items, people, vehicles, that type of thing. How can we look for something if we don't even know that we're looking for the correct make and model of the darn vehicle? And like, I guess it was Discovering said, how can you trust that that's even real? Could it be another distraction they just put out there? If they thought for a second there was an abductor, they're going to warn the public, right? Just not concrete evidence to arrest or anyone. I think they have enough evidence to arrest them. They're just not doing it for some reason. A child protective case that bleeds over in the boy's case has nothing to do with anyone but the three people at Ben Hill. Exactly. On those mattresses, there may have been enough evidence to arrest the two of them, but it's all lost now if Dee got rid of them. Yeah, right. Where was the forensic tent? Well, the thing about it was when they first went up there, guys, I'm not taking up for them, but seriously, when they first went up there, they thought they were looking for a little girl who literally just walked away, who wandered off from her home. They did not realize they were going up there and there was possible foul play. So they wouldn't have had everything brought in at first. But the minute that those stories did not start lining up immediately, they should have gotten all that up there, not waited until the next day, in my opinion. With Robin being their friend and believing Summer got kidnapped, why would she post kids on her YouTube channel? Almost seems to advertise if kidnapping is the case. Yeah. Not if Donna and Candace handed her off, what evidence would there be? There wouldn't be any. That's why I've said from the get-go, when Dawn made the statement, there is no evidence, there can never be any evidence. That's the only way there could be no evidence, is if they put that child alive and well into a vehicle on that property and drove her away. Because anything else, whether she fell and I'm just giving for instances, guys. If she fell and hit her head on a rock, that would be DNA. If she fell and become unalive and they did something with her body, there would be evidence at some point. There would be evidence. He's saying there's absolutely no evidence and can never be any evidence. So the only way that he knows that could know that for sure is if that child left that property breathing. Nana, did someone close to Summer, someone she know, pass away today? Someone on another chat mentioned did not give a name. Do you know what channel it was, sweetheart? Has anybody else heard anything? Nope. If he burned it, honey, there would be evidence. They do look for ashes, and that would be evidence. I mean, unless you're talking about the mattresses. I thought you were talking about her. Well, that's what he thinks, but Ellie is not going to tell him what evidence they do or do not have. Yeah, he was on the lab the other night, discovering. He says he's going to be looking into it. It was John's vlog. He does spirit sessions with Summer every day. Well, listen, if my kid went missing, I don't care if it was the voodoo from, 3 countries over, the voodoo doctor, or if it was a psychic over here from Chicago, I would bring anybody and everybody in to try to find my child. But I'm not going to go in and say, okay, well, this person said something in this session, so I believe that somebody passed away today. I mean, I'm not trying to discredit the person. I'm just saying. Don's words mean nothing. He hasn't a clue what's going on in Summer's investigation, in my opinion. He repeats what's said to him, makes crap up on and forgets the other half, right? Did anybody catch Shay's Safe Place live last night? Frank Light sister was on there. No, I didn't. Thank you for telling us. Yeah, we never got any confirmation on that, whether Sherry passed or not, but that wouldn't have been today. Ash put in a river is gone. You can't find it or scoop it up. No, but you can find where it was burnt. Nana, if she passed at the water pond from a close head injury. No evidence. Right? I agree. Everything in this case has got red flags. I mean, attached to it from every corner. Yeah, that's what there's been saying the last couple of days, hon. I don't know how true it is. Right. I know Don's the one saying that there's no evidence. There'll never be any evidence. We had a case in the UK where the guy burnt the child in his fireplace, cleaned it out. The only thing they found was a few teeth. They didn't have a fireplace though. It was 14 hours ago that he posted John's vlog, and it was in his chat room. Okay, well, I'll go check it out, sweetheart. Unless there's somebody in here that would like to go check it out. Yeah, you lose other bodily fluids, so there would still be evidence. That is who she was talking about. Okay, makes sense. Yeah. I'd say it probably was Sherry, but that happened. They supposedly said that happened a few days ago. April Jones. A wood stove in the shed, yes, hon, but we seen right into that wood stove. It was open, and there's not anything been burned in that wood stove, I'd say, in at least a couple of years. Trust me. I grew up with the wood stove. Right? They had two wood burners, one in the basement Don asked for wood for because Candace was cold, the other in the old house. John's vlog is saying that there was somebody passed away today that was close to Summer's case. I was not sure that I was allowed to name poor little April. Yeah, honey, I don't mind if y'all want to put other creators' names in chat, anything like that, victims' names, it doesn't matter to me as long as we do not bash any other creator or, person. I don't mind names being put in chat. And if you need to put a link in, you can send it to me or send it to one of the mods and they can put the link in as long as it's, a decent link. I'm still sticking with what I think happened until proven otherwise. Me too, Josie. I think Summer was flown overseas. Certain people have contacts. They should check flight logs and who went on holidays around that time. April is a little girl that was unalived over in the UK, honey. April Jones was her name. And the man burned her up in the fireplace to get rid of the evidence. Did he? I know the last time I talked to Don Wells, he told me that Tim's dad was in the hospital, but I hadn't heard that he had passed. That's probably who they're talking about then. Yeah, it probably was the lady that, yeah, probably Sherry. If that's even true. We don't even know if that's true or not, guys. You're so welcome, Mrs. Peacock. Of course, this is your channel too. And anybody and everybody is welcome to have their opinion. As long as they're not trying to beat us over the head with it when we may not agree with something, everybody's welcome to have their own opinion and their own theories. This is your channel. You should have the right to state your opinion and your theory. I'm still 50-50 because she was neglected and easy pickings. Robin Lane went to Hawaii. Grandis also went out of state. We've talked many times, and a wood fire only burns 11 to 1200 degrees, and it's got to be between 14 and 1800 degrees for cremation, and takes 1.5 to 2 hours, and still chunks of bones and teeth remain. Yes, and I did bring up a lady that was raised in a mortuary or raised in a funeral home where they have a crematorium, and her brother owns the place, and we discussed all of this. I think they should follow the money. Whoever took her has money to buy authority, hide secrets, pay off LE, etc. Money buys silence. So many are dying around this case. There's not going to be many left by the time this goes to court. I agree. I would like to do a video or do a live stream on all the people that have passed away that are literally connected. Maybe not connected to her disappearance, but they are personally connected to the Wells in some form or fashion. I see you people still did. Look at all the influences that traveled. Really dumb, but they did. Why does the Wells blame YouTube for his anger? LE and other agencies are in control of Summer's case. They won't talk to or follow up with any agency. Make it make sense. I can't make it make sense, hon. If it was me, I would be camped out on the front steps down there saying, you're going to do something. You're going to tell me something. From the church video, it's proof Candace lets Summer run around freely while she snoozes. Yep. I agree. I believed a lot of what Leslie said too. But then again, I believe what Jody Sue was saying in the beginning too about like the liquor in the sippy cup and the baby, the youngest boy's diaper being soaking wet and hanging off of him and full of poop and all of that. I mean, to me, I don't believe everything Jody Sue says, but I'm just saying, Jody Sue, at the time she was telling those stories, she was literally talking like most neighbors do that are not huge fans of their neighbors. What reason at that point in time would she have to lie about stupid little details like that? Because still at the time, she was taking up for Candace and Dawn. Even if you were able to travel, you needed a vaccination card, right? I don't know if anybody has ever smelled a deceased person, but it's a distinctive smell you never forget. And I'm sure if they tried homemade cremation, somebody would see and smell it. Okay, we've seen that. If Chris Hansen does look into the case, hopefully it'll put a fire under Ellie's A55s and things will start moving, right? I feel like Summer has her wings. She's with God, and Dawn will never see her in the resurrection. I don't believe Dawn's going to see her in the resurrection either, because I don't believe he's a living Christian, practicing Christian, true Christian, however you want to say it. I take that back because I do believe that he could drop to his knees at some point in his life before he passes, and he could ask for forgiveness, and he could be forgiven. So he could possibly see her. But as it stands right now, if the man had a heart attack right this minute and dropped over, I do not believe he would see his children in the resurrection. "95% of people that knows that family talks of neglect and dysfunction. Charlie, I like your name. I don't think they did it. I think it was someone that is doing drugs and they owed money to. Given the isolation of the place and the fact Summer may have been moved, I think Dawn was right. Anything could have happened up there. No witnesses. Chris Hansen could really make a difference. Yeah, except for the fact that they would have had to have moved the body, Lisa. I agree. But they would have had to have moved the body. And in order to do that, they had to put it somewhere. And therefore, there would be evidence. Canadian Cookie. I knew about that, but they have said that before and then go right back onto YouTube. Who knows? How the hell could he explain this to Summer if he did meet her again? That I don't know, sweetheart. Good morning, Corey. Good morning, Robin. Hi, friends. I saw Shay live and Annie answered my question that the local children mostly played at the creek. I didn't think there was any other children up there, but Jody, Sue's, and the Wells kids. What are we talking about today? We were discussing the red truck and the fact that it's a possibility that there's, first of all, that it may not even exist, and two, they don't know for a fact that it was a Toyota Tacoma. They don't know whether it was maroon or if it was red. They don't know if it was a 1998 or a 2000. I mean, think about it, guys. You're in a delivery truck. You're driving down the road. You're not, I mean, yeah, hey, you see a vehicle sitting beside the road, but there's absolutely no reason to actually take in what you're seeing. So you see a red pickup truck. Yeah, you might notice the ladder racks and you might notice the white buckets in the back of it. But what would make you notice what year, model, make, and all of it? It is. I mean, seriously. And then for that person to not, I mean, nobody's willing to say who it was. All we know about this person that turned this information in was that Ronnie trusts him completely. I mean, don't sound right to me. Here's as a child, her as a child, she lived there growing up, said she never lived there again. I'm jumped in the middle of a conversation. Sorry. Do you believe what Dudley said that Jose was at the Wells days before Summer disappeared? No, I don't. Honestly, I don't. I don't think Dudley had anything to do with it, but I don't believe that either. A red truck may be a red herring. Could be any red truck. And Morgan Nick case from 90s in Arkansas was a 6-year-old girl abducted, missing, still missing, and the only evidences they had was the red truck. Isn't that the one where Tim Mullins was involved in that case too, and the kid was found here in Tennessee, like a bunch of years later? Our conversations go in every direction. So many smart, beautiful minds. Absolutely. Guys, y'all need to go check out Alpaca Maid's channel also. Nana's Angels. Did you see Killer's Look's latest loop? I think they say it's all about the red truck. I've not seen it, but I believe that's what got me in discussing it this morning. Cursed with Curiosity. Would you like to come up on panel, hon? Dudley's on the most wanted list now. Yeah. A YouTuber, Scotty Schultz, was followed by a red Tacoma truck that was driving erratically there. He showed this online. That I'm okay. I'm not positive, but if I remember correctly, there was somebody done the story on. There was a little girl that was missing out of like Arkansas or Arizona or someplace like that, and she went missing years and years and years ago. And I think in the past couple of years they may have found her, or they thought they spotted her here in Tennessee. I believe, if I remember correctly, that there was a red truck involved, and Tim Mullen's name was brought up in it. Very odd. There's a red truck parked at Tucker's home. Jody Sue saw a truck and the person driving it in the Wells driveway. Why hasn't she said who she saw? She never finishes her sentences or statements. Well, partly is because, did you see the video that Chasing did? I showed it on one of my videos. In the summertime, when the foliage is completely covering every tree, you cannot see through that. I do not believe, I don't know for a fact, but I do not believe you could stand at Jody Sue's house and see the Wells. You could walk all the way down her driveway and never be able to see the Wells house. So tell me how she saw anybody in a vehicle. After they go so far up the Wells driveway, you ain't even going to be able to see a vehicle. You dang sure can't see the house, not from the street. Do I think Tim may have had something? I don't know if he was the main person. I think if he's involved at all, and that's an if, he would be one of the people that he may have helped Dawn hand her off to somebody. He is very creepy. I agree. Hello, Dina Lynn. Yeah, someone in that kind of truck tried to scare Scotty Skulls. He is originally from there, I think. Exactly. Can you imagine how many red trucks are in Tennessee? Right. I'm just saying, with no more information than what we were given about that red truck. I mean, yeah, they gave us an option of color. We had an option of 4 years, years that it could be, and possibly a Toyota Tacoma. Possibly, but they don't know. I'm sorry, there's just not enough, hard evidence there to really go on. I'm sorry, I don't think something's not right. I think Trents are involved too. What is Clyda Trent involvement again to this, if any? Clyda Trent is sort of like an adopted aunt to Dawn. She was Karen Goad's best friend. And I do have that out of Dawn's mouth. It's not just something that I feel or think. When I spoke with Dawn on the phone, and I have it recorded, yes, she is like an adopted aunt, honorary aunt, whatever you want to call it. She was his mom's best friend. TBI says what? Said it may be a witness. Well, let me ask y'all something, and you honestly tell me what you think. If there was a red truck parked on the road up there between Ben Hill and Beach Creek, and there's no other vehicles up there, no other vehicles were reported, which, if she was abducted or if anything happened to her down next to the road, for that red truck to be a witness to, then the person that saw the red truck would have also had to have seen the other person that the red truck was witnessing. You understand what I'm saying? The red trucker is the only one that was seen up there, supposedly. So that makes no sense that they're wanted for, to be talked to because they could be a possible witness. What, did they climb up the hill and watch Dawn and Candace do something to Summer? Did they see another vehicle parked on the side of the road? And did they see this other vehicle go up and get Summer and bring her down and kidnap her? And if that's the case, why didn't the FedEx driver or whatever, the delivery driver, why didn't they see the second vehicle also? If they seen the red vehicle, they should have seen the second one. It don't add up. Their stories, Ronnie Lawson's story just does not add up. Tim Mullins had an abandoned red truck, Tacoma, with ladder racks in his yard too after the 15th. I got told Don was seeing someone, an affair, just before Summer went missing. Has anyone else heard this? Or is it just no? No, it's not nasty gossip. Her name was Crystal Spencer. It's not a gossip. I asked Don. I have it on recording. Crystal Spencer was his flavor of the week. And he says when that happened about they are doing their flavor on the couch, it wasn't when the couch was sitting at the foot of the bed, because I just thought that was even made it even more gross. And I asked him about it. Remember, don't focus on just the Wells. It could be someone around them. Well, no, I'm not focusing just on the Wells, but I am saying that if anything happened to that child, they know about it. The answer still lies with Candace. Simple answer. Candace Morin, I got told that, but it was not working, according to Mullins. TBI has specific info on make, model, and years. You're right, but I think a red truck is a big deal. Who saw that red truck or red Toyota? That's what we're saying. It was supposedly a delivery driver of some sort. Ronnie Lawson knows the person, and they are completely trustworthy, and that's all we were told about them. So take that for what you will. We were not given anything else. Yes, Josie, I am releasing balloons for Summer on the 15th, sweetheart. I most certainly am. The church had a charity event going on until 3 in Kingsport that day, I think. Yeah, we were checking up on that too, or Discovering was checking up on that too, because she thought it was odd that, because I think it was from 12 o'clock or something until 3 or 4. And she said she thought it was odd that Robin wasn't there at the church, helping out with that. Instead, she was at the wherever taking pictures and stuff. Hello, May May. How are you today, hon? I believe they know who has her. Yes, I do too, honey. It's a possibility. Anybody up there in Arkansas or in Utah could possibly have her. Well, that's a possibility too. It's a very good possibility. We just don't know why. And the bad part about it is we probably never will. Summer Wells disappeared from her home in rural Rogersville, Tennessee, June 15, 2021. She was 5 years old, has blonde hair and blue eyes. If you have any information on her whereabouts, please contact 1-800-TBI-FIND. Wow, yeah. Ellie obviously trusted the source. Thanks. I never heard of who reported the truck. Yeah, that's what was said, and I don't know who it was. Because Ronnie won't never tell us. Ronnie Lawson and Sharfie on good terms, or what I'd never heard of, they have any relationship to one another. Sharfie Sr. was evidently a jailer or something down there at one point in time. I'm going with my gut feeling from day one, praying TBI has answers coming soon. I know some of y'all have looked into the glitchy shoes thing. Does anybody recall if it was mentioned anything about little steppers? I feel like it did, but I can't remember. I told you the name of that is Feet Fables. Well, if you'll remind me, we'll go look it up later. CW and DW staying at a hotel in Arkansas. According to Stephen Holder, Grandis managed a hotel there for years, or there years ago. Right. I'm sure they know each other. Absolutely. When Sonia went to Italy, did they get any footage of her tickets and boarding the plane? Or was she making that up? No, it was Paris, maybe. I believe it was Paris, Bet. And I don't know. I don't even know if they even bothered checking Sonia out. What does Robin say about this family? As far as I know, she's still sticking up for them, saying they're a loving, giving family who love their children and wanted nothing but the best for their children, and she would always be there for them. Discovering the truth, I looked into it. I was a tap dancer. I would have remembered that. Okay. Evelyn's case connected to Summers. I think so. No, people don't think so, but more to it. I think there might be a slight connection. I remember seeing Don talk about Summer as if he had seen her. Her hair was longer and she was bigger. I think Summer is still alive. I think she is too, honey. And when I showed him that picture of that, there was a picture that a lady sent me from Boise, Idaho, where a little girl did look just like Summer, in my opinion. No, I don't think it was her, but it does look just like her. I tried to make Don look at that picture, and his first immediate thought, or what he said, was, no, her hair would be longer than that. No, she'd be taller than that. I mean, it was just like everything he could come up with to keep that from being her. Most parents would, just grab onto anything and hope and wish and pray, and examine the picture closely with a magnifying glass. But no, that him and Candace both were just discarding it, period. Like they knew it wasn't her. Robin told Chris M that she knew that there was more to the story than the Wells were telling. Robin, I asked if you saw a lot of things in the chat that we have already debunked going up on the whiteboard and that creator. One lady says she saw Summer in New York. Yeah, there is a connection to Idaho, or not Idaho, Utah. Sorry, Utah. What's the connection to Idaho? Yeah, that was the old man and the old woman, and they were saying that there was possibly some kind of connection between them two, like like was it Summer's grandmother or something, and Monkey's grandfather. Are you asking me, Josie? Yes, ma'am, I do. Do you need the thing? I think Summer is up in that holler, not on the Wells property. Pruitt did say he thinks she is still in the area. Right, he did. Oh, guys, I was on Reddit a few weeks ago, was a post in the Summer Wells group 169 days ago at the time. Lady follows case closely, was entering Denver airport, seen little girl with older guy leaving in a cab. There you go, honey. Josie, if you's needing my Cash App, baby, right there it is. Robin put it out for you. I would have been looking for that child just to see if it was my child. Yep. She said it was Summer, and the girl smiled at her and was missing two front teeth and was dirty, and she called FBI. Oh, well, that's awesome. I wonder what came of it. Thank you, Robin. There's my PayPal, guys. Did I see your previous comment? Yeah, that one. Was there another one before that? I don't see it, Josie. Agreed was the one before that. Tennessee dude. Well, good afternoon, sweetheart. No, a different connection, possibly a relative of someone close by to Summer, but don't want to say names. Maybe someone knows something about it that I don't. You're welcome to say the name in here. You don't have to. Don't feel you're forced to, but you are welcome to if you want to. Thank you. Fact checking my own impression. The series is very vulnerable and are valuable, and I am trying to gauge the audience. Her hair would be longer now, and her front teeth should be through now. Yeah, they should. About the balloon? No, I didn't see it, babe. I tried to find it, but I couldn't find it. Oh gosh, Denver Airport is a hub of child trafficking, underground tunnels, and evil symbols. Oh, yeah, I know. I've traveled through that airport a few times. I'm looking for it, Josie. Yeah, I said I was releasing the balloons, honey. Yeah, I seen all your comments then. Sounds like people are saying the same thing every day and have nothing else to say about this case. Well, honey, do you know of anything new that we can talk about? Because you're more than welcome. You can either tell us your thoughts and theories, or you're more than welcome to come up in on panel. I can give you the link if you want to come up on panel, sweetheart. I'm not trying to be smart or hateful or anything, but there's really not a lot that we can discuss if we don't have any new information. Yes, I want to see what comes out of it. The naysayers piss me off, though. Everyone watching, the thumbs up is free. It's a way to show respect. So tap it. Thank you, Grace Green. I appreciate that, sweetheart, very much. I always learn something new in every channel's chat. Well, thank you. You never know when you might hear something different or something that you didn't know before. That is so correct. I agree 100%. I mean, if you truly don't like the host or the creator of the channel, then I understand not wanting to watch them. But if you like that person and you can handle listening to them, go watch, even if it's something that you think you already know everything about. Because you always learn something new. Always. Every day when you get up, you'll learn something new that day, I promise. As long as you learn to listen. Well, all we can do is look back and try to rediscover something we may have missed, right? Exactly. There's some pedos on this site that's very close to the case. I won't say the name because I think he's dangerous. I do, except for I still actually have to go pick up the tank. I don't want to pick it up right now because I don't have air conditioning in my trailer, and I don't want it to get too hot here, and I don't want to leave it over at my son's simply because of the baby being over there. So I'm going to wait until it's close to time and then go pick it up. Um, Other than that, I'm just going to go in and grab some hot dogs and chips and stuff. And for the people that show up there, the people that I've invited and stuff to come over and help release the balloons, then I'm going to do hot dogs and chips and stuff for them. And but everything else, as far as the balloons and all that go, yeah, I've got it. Um, Discovering has ordered us a laminating machine because if it gets here in time and we can get it all ready, I think what I'm going to do is laminate the little pictures and her information and stuff, and that way it won't get wet and the ink won't run and stuff. Thank you, Alpaca Maid. Victoria, I don't understand what you're asking, babe. Then why bring up what question? Just putting her name out every time is important. Yes, it is. Yes, we Scottish Mom. It will be live. Yes, I plan on doing. Cursed with Curiosity is, I'm assuming, still going to be recording or filming footage from the actual vigil and stuff from over in Rogersville, and I will be sharing it on my channel. Then I'll have a video with pictures and stuff of Summer, and then as we get ready to release the balloons and stuff, all that's going to be live. Yes. I do too. I even catch myself watching people I don't particularly like, but I would do anything to find Summer. The tiniest info could lead to something bigger. Hey guys, we already know that, and I mean, I'm not just trying to put it out there again, but we know that the littlest, smallest piece of information could be huge. I mean, think about that picture. I promise y'all, I didn't think anything about the picture of that box until Kirst brought it to my attention. And when I went back and checked, that jacket was in that box. So, yeah, we do have to pay attention to every little thing. And we do need to go over old stuff that has been shown or talked about prior to, because you never know when something will come out. I mean, if it hadn't been, I mean, I did the video of where's the jacket at, but if Kirst hadn't brought it to my attention, about a conversation she had had with somebody else about a box and tools and stuff like that, then that would have never been found. And yes, thank you, Robin, for putting up Kirst's channel. Thank you, guys. And I'm not saying Kirst is going to be running that on her channel too, I'm assuming. So I mean, y'all watch her channel, my channel, it don't matter, whichever. She's just being gracious enough to share the footage with me and with my viewers. And I'm grateful for that. Oh, I'm going to light a candle and plant a rose for Summer and Rose. Well, that's awesome. That's something else that everybody could do. I mean, that's what Arbor Day is for, is everybody's supposed to go get a tree and plant a tree to help save the oxygen and our ecosystem and our environment and stuff. But if you can, and if you can't afford to go to Walmart or Lowe's or wherever and buy one, go to the woods somewhere. Find a little sapling, whether it be a pine tree or a maple or whatever, and get it and bring it out and plant it somewhere. Plant it in the park. Plant it in your front yard. Plant it at the end of your road or something. Do it in the name of summer to honor all the missing children. I mean, we keep saying summer, but there are so many children out there that are being harmed and mistreated and done away with. It breaks my heart. It really, really, truly does. I would like to know if Kathy saw the stain. I mean, we all saw it in the picture, in the box. We saw a stain. I don't know if it's the same one, but I would like to talk to Kathy about that. But Kathy is not, Kathy blocked me on her messenger now. There's some great YouTube creators out there, although I'm very partial to this channel, but I do watch others and I learn something new every day. A lot of good info out there, YouTube and Facebook. Exactly. And guys, I did post the SAS, SAS or Sassy or whatever it is. It's doing creative things to bring awareness to the missing children and to Summers and Rose's case. I posted the link for it. It is a Facebook group, and Rose Meyer is the author of that Facebook group. And Rose Myers, if you don't know who she is, she was the lady that helped Grandis when Rose went missing. She worked with Grandis at the dollar store, and she was there with her when the police told Grandis about Rose being gone. She helped Grandis throughout all the media stuff and talking to everybody. And when Summer went missing, Grandis called Rose to come up and help with Summer. But of course, Dawn and Rose and Rose did not get along, so Rose Myers left. But she's the one in charge of that group. So go check it out, guys. I mean, they do have a lot of great ideas as far as bringing awareness to missing children. Yeah, there was a stain. Hang on a second. Let me bring it up for you if y'all want to see it. I mean, for the ones that don't want to see it, I'm sorry. I'm going to bring it up for her. Y'all can't look at my files and stuff, though. I just, see, where was it at? It was in May, wasn't it? The jacket. The box. Right here, hon. See right there? And see, there's not a stain right there. There's like a drop here and a drop here. Now, I don't know. I'm assuming that is because, see, that's the end of the jacket. You can see where it's dirty right here. But that's the end of the waist part of the jacket. So that would have been right about where that seatbelt hit. Yeah, that's it. Spreading awareness for Summer's Facebook link. Yeah. Thank you, Robin. Right. That's what I was saying. It's right down there next to where the seatbelt would have hit her. Look at the milk jug pic. The lower abdominal and seatbelt area looks like dried blood. Well, in my opinion, so does those drops. Lollipop says, I think Candace never took the wet bathing suit off. She just put the warm clothes on top. That's why there is water stains on the jacket, but gone now. But they're not gone because I just showed them to you. It does show better on the milk jug video, but the thing about it is, Rebecca, is that milk jug was when it actually happened. So if it was just like Kool-Aid or Coke or slushy or something like that, then it would show up wet or a different color. But this is what I'm a year and a half later, and you can still see the stain on it. Is there somebody fighting again? People need to focus on summer and drop the fighting and drama, but money is more important to them than a missing endangered child. Allie did say that her mom and her grandmother both are still alive, guys. So it was not, it was another YouTube rumor. Do the police have the box now? And it's not, if not, why? I don't know if they do or not. I know that Kathy said that with her discussions or talks with the police and her visits, and then when she kept saying that Candace could come pick up her stuff at the police department, she would say her stuff. She would not say the box or the jacket. She would say Candace could come pick up her stuff. So, I mean, she told us that, she had the diaper bag and all that other stuff that was still up there. So, who's to say TBI could have come and picked the box and the jacket up, and the stuff could be all the rest of the stuff Candace left up there? The truth, agree. Seems drama everywhere you go. That's true. Real Rock and Robin, that's why I love it here. Nana can stay focused and help us stay focused. Well, I don't know about staying focused, guys. Oh, Versi, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I don't know about staying focused because we're always all over the place. If somebody brings something else up, we'll go and talk about it. But I don't like the fighting and the arguing. I truly don't. And I don't believe that's helping any child, let alone, whether it be Summer or any other child. Yes, thank you, Versi, so very much, sweetheart. I wonder if CW washed the jacket before putting it in the box. It didn't look like it because, like I showed you at the bottom down there, it's still dirty around the tail of it, around the waist part of it. So I don't think Candace did go and wash it. Oh, please tell me I didn't. If somebody just accidentally got timed out or something, I did not mean to do that. So it's very well could have been water. Then if police checked it out, then from Kathy's. I don't believe it could be water because the stain is still there while it was at Kathy's. Y'all can follow me on Facebook for more information for Nana or just to get in touch. Yep, absolutely, 100%. And I'm fixing to give her the. Somebody's going to take over the Facebook page for Nana's Angels on Facebook. They do. They could pass for twins. They really could almost. I don't know. I think actually, I believe that the LE or TBI went to her house and got it. Is what I think. Not, I mean, staying focused on Summer and not the fighting and drama, because you ain't having that on your channel, and that's why I love you. It's not about the money; it's about the kids, right? Now, I ain't saying I got anything against the money. Now, we all got to live, but if I didn't make a dime, I would still be on here doing what I could to help the kids, plain and simple. And if that makes me a bad person or a good person or whatever, then it does. I also think that Summer may have vomited. That's a possibility. I see you. Can you add on Facebook to send me your links? She sure didn't turn it over to LE for the dogs, did she? There you go. And everybody, I want y'all to see this and read this. And this is exactly how I want you guys to feel. Everybody. I don't care if you have your own channel. It says Nana, oops, our channel, because it's not just your channel. You're gracious enough to share your channel with us. That's right. And it's not me being gracious. Plain and simple fact, guys. 100% fact. I could get on here and I could talk till I was blue in the face. And if it were not for you all coming in here and listening to me talk until I'm blue in the face, this channel would not exist. So it is just as much your channel as it is mine. You got to eat. I don't blame you, darling. Since I've been taking those the steroids, for some reason, all my life I cannot ever remember the name of that medicine, guys. It's a steroid. They've been making me eat like crazy. I don't believe in psychics, but what does everyone think about what Reverend Donna said about Summer's case? I don't believe in psychic. Well, I mean, I won't say I don't believe in psychics. There are psychics that I do believe in, but Reverend Donna threw out so much different stuff that I can't believe. And this is just my opinion. I know there's people in here that have complete faith in her, but to me, she threw out 101 different scenarios about what she thinks the spirits may have been telling her. I believe more along the lines of Nancy Weber. Y'all need to go look up Nancy Weber. She actually works with the police department. The police actually call her in and say, okay, Nancy, tell us something here. She walks into a room and she will tell them it was this person that did it. This is where the person is at. She don't sit around and say, oh, well, the spirits are guiding me here and the spirits are guiding me there. Come on. If you're psychic, you're psychic. Walk in, tell what you know, and get it over and done with. Stop with all the clickbait. That's just my personal opinion, guys. No discovering, I'm not, sweetheart. Thank you. Yes, guys, there's my email address if anybody needs to send me an email. I'm starting to feel lonesome, guys. I'm not been getting as much email lately for some reason. Well, I'm not going to say they're not true, hon, that they're not real, because I believe everybody has a gift from God. Some of us know what it is, some of us don't. But, and I know there's a lot of people that don't believe psychics and those types of gifts are gifts from God. I'm not here to debate that. But I am saying if you have a gift, you have the gift. It's not all this because I've been told, oh, you've got to learn, you've got to be trained, you've got that. No. If God gave you the gift to be able to see something like that to help children or to help anyone, then he gave it to you. It's not something you have to learn. If you will have a God-given talent to be able to sing, and it's a true God-given talent, then you don't have to learn how to do it. It was a gift from him that he gave you, and it's not something you have to spend years doing to learn how to do. Same with the psychics. Nancy Weber, I believe, is a true psychic, and y'all really do need to go check her out. And I would love to get her to come. She said all she has to have is, and we're talking about the Summer case. I contacted her. She doesn't come in on a case unless she is asked by law enforcement or the family. And at the time, the only person I knew how to get a hold of was Mary. And when I tried to get a hold of Mary Hartman to see if she would ask Nancy to come in, that was when she was with Chris McDonough and wouldn't talk to nobody. I even talked with Don Wells and tried to get him to call Nancy Weber in. That's a no-go too. Plain and simple, because he don't want nobody that can tell him where she's at or what happened to her coming in. I don't know if he's against psychics or if he's against soothsayers, and I know some people believe they are the same. But like I said, everybody has to believe in what they believe in, and I don't want to debate that subject right now. I'm just saying, either you have the ability to see something or you don't. You don't sit there and give 101 different ideas of what it may be and call yourself a true psychic. Flies, I thought you went to eggs. Yeah, see there? No egg McMuffin today. I'm talking about gifts from God. I've done it since I was a child, exactly. Non-debatable. Right. Well, if you've done it, I mean, you heard my opinion on it, sweetheart. So I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings or anything. But I'm asking you, if you have the gift and you've done this since you were a child, what are your thoughts on Summer's case? What feelings do you get? I'll be the first one to say, like I said, whether I believe in something or whether I don't, if my child was missing, I'd be asking for help from anybody and everybody. I wouldn't care if it was a voodoo doctor or if it was a psychic or if it was a retired detective. I would be asking for the help. I would bring them all in and make them all work together. She's a reputable psychic investigator. Don should be afraid of her. Well, trust me, I believe he was. It made you hungry. Oh, flies on the coleslaw wouldn't make you hungry, huh? CM had Mary convinced if she talked to anybody besides him, it could hurt the supposed investigation from Don's Utah past. In my opinion, he wanted Mary all to himself. I agree. Yeah, that's what we've been talking about, Lisa Hope. I wasn't. No, I wasn't trying to debate with you, babe. I was honestly asking your opinion. You are more than welcome to jump up here on panel. I will hear you out. I don't have a problem with hearing somebody out. I promise you, I don't. And I trust me, they ain't nobody gonna be saying nothing bad to you. Nobody's gonna be bashing you or anything else. I would truly like to hear your thoughts on it. You're fine, Lisa. It's okay, honey. In my opinion, I wouldn't care who or what gifts it is, as long as it brought my child home. It would be, yeah, exactly. I would have them all looking for my child. I agree, 100%. Okay, babe, that's fine. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I will ask right now, if I find it very interesting, do you mind if I share it? If you say no, then I promise you I will not. Summer Wells missing from Rogersville, Tennessee, June 15th, 2021, age 5, now 7, blonde hair, blue eyes, 4 foot, 40 pounds, about, wearing a pink shirt, gray pants, barefoot. Any credible tips, please call 1-800-TBI-FIND, which also is 1-800-824-3463. Thank you, Miss Alpaca Maid. Please show Nana you like this episode with a thumbs up. Thank you, 92. Guys, I've got something for y'all to look at. This is sort of off subject, but okay, I know some of you have to have watched the show on Netflix called Manifest. I've been watching that since it came out. I finally got to watch the end of it. I mean, they ended it, and I loved the way it ended. It ended so good. Better than most shows I've seen, especially recently. But I was talking to Discovering and telling her about it this morning, and she said that it reminded her of something that actually really happened a while back. And I went and looked up what she was talking about. And do y'all know that supposedly a flight that had been gone missing for 35 years? Now, I don't know if this is true or not, okay? I haven't looked into it yet. But a flight that had disappeared in 1955 showed up 35 years later. No, something like that. Maybe I'm getting two of them mixed up. Anyways, it landed in 2019. And it had 92 skeletons on the plane. Ain't that creepy? I get messages through songs. The other day I got King Creole out of nowhere. Wonder what that means. New Orleans Creole, etc. I like watching weird documentaries too, hon. Don't feel bad. I agree. If my child was missing, I would listen to a pink elephant if it might bring my baby home. Exactly. And hey, what's it going to hurt if it don't work? And if it does work, all the better. But if it don't work, what you didn't waste any time, you didn't harm the case. That kind of thing. Red truck drives by in background on one of the LE updates from the temporary cell spot. Huh. We will discuss the sharing. I'm going to give you my number in my email. Okay, sweetheart. Even the pilot was a skeleton. I understand how autopilot works, but I don't believe autopilot can land. So who exactly landed that plane? No stones left unturned. I agree. We don't need to leave any stones left unturned. And I do apologize the other night, guys, about game night once again. But I was at my son's house and I was so tired after that many. Because I mean, I was out there going through stuff on Wednesday, all day Thursday. I was out all day Friday. I was out in the sun. Then I was out there Saturday and Sunday. I mean, as soon as I came in the house and my head hit the pillow, I was out. No joke. I was literally exhausted. Finally watched Gone Baby Gone yesterday. I do not see the similarities others see to Summer's case. Um, Harsh Reality is the first one that I heard say that. Where did you watch it, Alpaca? Maybe because I've been wanting to watch it. And funny you said voodoo earlier, Nana. See where my mind is going, right? I believe that was a press conference that the red truck drove behind Ronnie. One of the first couple press conferences. Okay. Watch the movie The Dark Place. Thank you, Robin. Yes, guys, I have a tip jar out there. That comes from my waitressing days, guys. For most of my adult life, I was a waitress. So I feel more comfortable about talking about a tip jar than I do, oh, my Cash App or my PayPal account or memberships, or if y'all want to support the channel. If you want to support the channel, y'all keep doing what you're doing. You bring up stuff to talk about. Do research and let's see if we can't find something out about some of these babies. And yes, I know I've been doing a lot on Summerwell's case lately, but for some reason I just can't get it out of my head. Yes, that's absolutely, honey. And I am still red. I mean, I'm so sunburnt that I'm still solid red. Kirsch disagrees with you, Alpaca Maid. She says, how can you not see the similarities? Goodness, we're so black and white, it's not funny. No, the red truck drives behind a female, TBI, unless more than one. Don't apologize for having a real life and being human. Health and safety come first. Well, thank you, sweetheart. You watched it on Prime, but it was a bear to find the watch link. I just paid for it. Oh, okay. Ain't Baby Gone or Gone Baby Gone older because I feel like I've watched it years ago, unless it's a remake. I don't know when it was brought out. I know that Harsh Reality is the one. He said he had watched it. I think this was probably 6, 7 months ago, and he was telling everybody to go watch it. Right, that's true. I can't get Summer out of my heart either. Oh, well, maybe you didn't watch the right one. Because Harsh Reality, the one he was talking about, said that it was about a little girl. Says, cursed with curiosity, it was about two rookie PIs and a department head, not a 5-year-old little girl. It came out in 2007. Irish Rebel. Any YouTube creator that films Ben Hill Road, there's always a red truck traveling the road. Well, hopefully, guys, I'm going to be going up there the 11th, and we're just going to see about that. Because hopefully, I'll be going up there and filming all up in that area. Tammy, the lady that I had on panel a few lives ago. That was my daycare worker for my kids when they were little. Her and her daughter we're all three going to Rogersville and going to all the different places and getting some pictures and doing some videos and stuff. The little girl was just a plot device, 4-year-old. Everywhere you look is red trucks. Yeah. Okay, guys, we have 9 minutes, and that will be the 2 hour mark. I still think the red truck is parked in Tucker's driveway, ladder rack and all. Well, we'll have to go look on Google Maps. I feel like I'm going to be homeless because instead of house hunting, in my little bit of spare time, I'm researching somebody else in Summer's case. Well, you need to quit and look for you a house. Even Donna has a red truck in his swing video. Hi, Emily. Are you back? Yeah, after I thought about it for a minute, I realized you meant red, not res. Guys, I am so appreciative of y'all coming in and being in my chat and hanging out and talking with us and us brainstorming and trying to figure out what we can figure out. And I do apologize for y'all having to listen to me because I'm taking the medicine and I thought I was getting better, but I don't know if it's where I come back, where I was over at my other son's and I come back home and the son that lives here with me, he's as bad as, or actually he's worse than I was at my worst. So he's worse than I am, or was, you know what I'm trying to say. So I don't know if I'm getting it back from him or what. Nana, tell me you ain't using StreamYard because you're getting low on time and I need game night to decompress. Honey, I am. Praying for Summer's truth to be revealed ASAP. That's a new slogan. Hashtag Summer's truth to be revealed. Yeah. Thank you, Irish. I appreciate that, sweetie. Oh Lord, no praying. It doesn't come back. Oh Lord, no praying. It doesn't come back. Nana's angels, prayers for your son too. Thank you, sweetheart. And I'm praying that it don't come back. But the little girl was taken. It was an inside job. The movie revolves around the missing girl. I still want to see it. That's just sucky. How you get over it soon. I hope you get over it soon. Me too. You will have little relapses. That's why I told you and discovering not to rush it. Yes, ma'am. I'm not trying to rush it, babe. It's just we are all mothers. We know that being a mother doesn't just stop. Even if with grown children, if they live in the same town with you, being a mother doesn't stop. Being a grandmother doesn't stop. I've got my granddaughter that was living with me before has moved back in. Okay. Hang on one second, babe. Um, okay. As far as I know, I got it, babe. I just received an email, and I'm assuming that it was you. It has a different name on it than your YouTube name, right? God dang it. Oh wow. Thank you. Cursed with curiosity. Is there a red truck in there anywhere? Huh. Well, 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 look at that. We have a red truck with a full bed ladder rack on it. Ain't that just interesting? Thank you, Kirk Hurst. Hush, Biscuit. I'll show you. Okay, hang on a second. I'll have to hang on 1 second. Gotta save them to the phone and then send them to the sorry, I'm not trying to be quiet, guys. I'm just when I'm doing something I am pretty quiet. I have to study about what I'm doing. And I have to Bluetooth this to the computer real quick to be able to show you. Now, Kirst, this is Tucker Drywall. What newest pick of summer? I've not seen a newer pick of summer. Yes, that's it. I got it, sweetie. I got your email. I've not seen a new pick of summer. Of course, like I said, I've been over at my son's, so I've not been on YouTube a lot. I'm getting it, guys. I'm almost there. Okay, present, share screen. Okay, is this Tucker's Cursed? Well, there's a red truck, but that's not the one I was looking at a minute ago. This is the one I'm looking at. Full bed ladder rack. And is it white buckets in the back of it? Sure does look like white buckets in the back of it, don't it? Right there it is. Huh. Ain't that just interesting? That's, oh yes, I did, and I shared that on my Facebook page too. Um, that's Tucker's place and where the employees parked, right? Let me save this picture. I don't know how many people have seen it and how many people haven't, but I would like to share it. I've been meaning to put it on the computer so I could share it out. It's not actually a picture of her. It's a computer generated picture of the what a computer thinks that she might look like now. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who has seen it and who hasn't, but I'm gonna put it up there. And I don't remember the guy that put it out there, but we want to give him credit, guys, when I get it pulled up here. Fifteenth, 2021. At that time, she was 3 feet tall and weighed about 40 pounds. She had very short blonde hair and blue eyes. She is not 5 anymore. She is 7. Presently, she could be 4 feet tall and weighing around 50 pounds. It is possible that her hair color could be different also. This photo was generated by AI to project what she possibly could look like at this time. Please share everywhere. Kids grow fast. Summer is now 7. And I don't remember where I saw, but I saw the name of the guy that actually put this out. And I don't remember who it was. But I think it's awesome for people to do that because we don't know what she might look like now. And kids do grow way too fast. Trying to leave it up there so if anybody wants to grab any screenshots or anything. And if you don't get them, if you just get a hold of me, I believe I posted it on my community tab, guys. So you can more than welcome to go there and get it too. So that's not an actual picture of Summer, just computer generated age progression. Interesting. Well, I mean, I'm sure they take a picture of Summer and then it looks at it from there and generates an age progression. Or like that one program I seen this man using. The AI would go on to the internet and look up all this stuff about the Bible, and he could actually just read a passage to the AI, and the AI would make a picture, like a painting or whatever, and it would what it thought the passage meant, but it was going on, like pictures and descriptions and stuff that were out there online that come from the Bible. The tree trimmer said that Dawn came home at noon. She is a beautiful child. She really is. I was talking about the new AI program, Dingbat. Not that you didn't know how age progression worked. I was just explaining how that one dude was doing the Christian paintings with the AI. And he didn't feed any pictures or anything into it. It just went out online and grabbed information. That's why you look at boys too. Okie doke, guys. You think it come from Killer Looks? I don't remember who. I just for some reason think that it was a guy. Steve Holden. Yeah, that's the name. That's the name that I saw. Steve Holden, the guy that wrote the book. I don't know what book, but Lollipop, what book did Steve Holden write? If I remember right, he's a guy that researched a case where a little girl's been missing for like 37 years too, didn't he? Is that the same guy I'm thinking of? Thank you, Victoria. ICU, somebody finally got a hold of ICU and told her that Allie said her mom and her grandmother are fine. Laura Croft, I know, but it's hard being a single mom who can't work due to my son's disabilities. They can't even handle him at school more than an hour. He's a couple handful, and most of my time is his. Wow, what's going on, Discovering? Oh, yeah. Yes, thank you each and everyone for being here, guys. Cheers for the replay crew. Your comments are great and read. Yes, we do read the comments, even when you. I know I've not been reading a lot of them or acknowledging that I've read a lot of them lately, guys. But as I've said for the last few days, I've been, you know, but I do read the comments. And listen, just because I want to explain this real quick. When I heart a comment, that means, hey, I've seen this comment. I have read this comment. It does not mean that I agree with it or disagree with it. If I will thumbs up and heart every comment that I read because your opinion means something to me. If I strongly disagree with the comment, I may or may not heart it, but I will give it a thumbs down. And if it's just like way out there and can't be read by other people, I'll just remove it. But I don't remove too many of them. But just so that y'all don't think I just agree with everything that's being said because I heart something, I heart it just so that you know I have read this. Much love, we Scottish Ma. The Dark Truth of Summer Wells. Oh, I want to read that book. Oh, the red truck pics came from Killer Looks. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Everyone have a wonderful, great day. And everybody, please try to stay healthy because trust me, this stuff sucks. Anyways, much love to each and every one of you, whether you are a mod, a super mod, a subscriber, a viewer, or even if you give me a thumbs down. If you view the video or the live stream, thank you. But I like the people that like me more than the others. That's not right. That's not right. I guarantee you, rocket science guy, what is his name? Starts with a Z. I can't think of what his name is. But he's not going to quit writing his book just because people give him a hard time. He said back probably in September of 2021 that he would be writing the book. He's wrote books on the Casey Anthony case. He's wrote books on the John Benet Ramsey case. He's wrote a lot of books on these missing kids. Yes, and all the animals. I've got a pretty little purring kitten right now in my lap. She all the time has to lay down in my lap and go to sleep. Yes, it's just acknowledging the comments that I have seen them, I have read them. I just wanted to make sure people understood because there's been a couple of people thought that even if it's something horrible that I was just agreeing with it. No, I'm not. I just heard it so that you all know that I take the time to read your comments. All right, guys. I love yous, and I will hopefully either see you tomorrow or I'll have a video out for you guys tomorrow. Hi, Janie. You come in late, babe. Only because I'm fixing to leave. You can go back and watch the replay, babe. Thank you for being here. Bye, guys.